Ever since the Miss Universe competition started in 1952, every time it's only the Earth that has won the competition. And this is very, very funny. And this is gross. This is injustice. This is injustice to Mars, to Jupiter, to Andromeda. What are we doing? This is a complete domination of one planet. This is why Miss Universe competition is really funny competition. And the history is equally funny because Pacific Mills, the Californian clothing company, which was also the manufacturer of Catalina swimwear, was actually sponsoring Miss America pageant before this until Yolande Bedbees rebelled against the norms and said categorically that I'm not going to pose for your calendar. And after that, this Pacific Mills, they started this Miss Universe competition in 1952. Before that, in 1951, Eric Morley had started this Miss World competition. Can you see a common pattern in these two competition, in these two beauty pageants? The common problem, not problem, I think that's a problem, but the common pattern is this. Both the competitions to judge female beauty was designed and conceptualized by a man. How is this working? Who is a man to decide something about women? This is exactly the problem that we are facing in so many countries, in so many different parts of the world. Whenever they're trying to talk about women empowerment, they will constitute a panel, and in that panel of 10 people, you will see that all 10 people are men, and they are deciding the future of women. This is gross. This is exactly why I do not believe in this current model of Miss World and Miss Universe and whatnot, all these beauty pageants. One day, I believe there is going to be a complete upheaval in the entire process, and people are going to rebel against this misogynistic remnants of bygone era. Today, the entire America at least knows that cold drinks is not good for us. At least now they have come to realize this. So with time, we will see that in the upcoming 5 to 10 years, we will see that people will rebel against such competitions, and either such competitions will be completely banished and abolished, or they will be forced to fundamentally change their tone, their basic tone, and the meaning and the purpose why such competitions are being organized. Because now we know that these competitions, when they were designed and started in way back in 1950s, they had different objective, which is not really good, which are actually nasty. So if I'm a woman, if I have to parade myself in front of prying men, that makes me really uncomfortable. Why I have to wear swimwear when I'm not swimming? Why I have to wear a swim dress in front of men just because these men are organizing beauty pageants? This is why we need to seriously introspect on the very purpose and the idea of these competitions. Having said that, what is the other model? What is the other way to make a girl Miss World and Miss Universe? I'm going to give you 5 tips how we can turn our daughters into, how we can groom our daughters in the true sense of becoming Miss World and Miss Universe, which they already are. Every girl is a Miss World, every girl is a Miss Universe. So what are those 5 things I'm talking about? First, teach them driving when they are turning to an age where they have the driving license. Teach them driving, because driving psychologically works wonders. It brings you the real confidence, the transition from adolescence to adulthood, when you are just crossing the 17, 18 or 19 or whatsoever is the driving age. Driving is one thing which is really giving you, it's boosting you the confidence. So teach them to drive 2-wheelers, 3-wheelers, 4-wheelers, or if they are passionate about flying airplanes or fighter aircrafts, you must encourage them. And then you can tell them that, hey, driving a bicycle is really good and eco-friendly, but they should know these things. So there's a bit of a psychology here. When we are driving, we really feel confident about ourselves that I can control these machines. Hey, look here, I'm just walking, I'm running, and I'm controlling the machines to do something on my behalf. It works magic on our psychology. Number 2, ensure that they are getting the crucial vitamin D, because 80 to 90% of women all around the world, they are being deprived of vitamin D, and this is leading to serious complications in hormonal issues and so many other health complications. We have so many studies on Google. So this vitamin D is something we must ensure that they inculcate a habit right from their childhood that they get vitamin D, at least 30 to 35 minutes of sunlight every day, they are getting it. If they inculcate this habit, then we will see that half of their health problems and the complications are gone and they are living a better life. Number three, make them economically independent. The biggest thing we need to improve the quality of women is to give them the economic independence. Once there is economic self-independence, and this feeling goes that I am not economically dependent on someone, I'm not dependent on my dad or my brother or my husband or anyone, I am self-independent economically. This works magic in terms of self-esteem. So this is really important. Number four, make them do one physical activity every day right from their childhood. It can be badminton, it can be football, tennis, it can be running, it can be jogging, it can be yoga, which will be the best case. If they are doing yoga right from their childhood, that will work wonders for them. Or it can be swimming, because swimming is both aerobic as well as anaerobic exercise. It's a complete body workout. So it can be anything, but they have to do one physical activity, everyone, right from their childhood. Fifth point is teach them right from their childhood to do 10 to 15 minutes of meditation. This will be the best thing that we can do to our girl child, if we are making them meditate for 10 to 15 minutes since childhood. Because there are societies all around the world who try to impose restrictions. Don't do this, do this, don't do this. No, this is growth, and this is insanely wrong. This is very, very wrong. Instead of telling them or trying to command or dictate on things that they should do and they should not do, make them feel closer to truth. When they are meditating, when we are doing meditation, we are closer to the truth. We are moving closer to truth. From this proximity to truth, when we are closer to truth, we are getting valuable life lessons. These are the takeaways. When we are doing this, then we will know for ourselves that this is right for me and this is not right for me. This is going to work, this is not going to work. This way, they will be in a better position to choose for themselves what works best for them and what is not going to work for them. So this is the right way, and not imposing restrictions and making them do this, or asking them to not do this. No, this is not correct. So these five things, if we are able to inculcate in our children, I'm talking about the girl children here in this case. So if these five habits, if we are going to really inculcate in them right from their childhood, then by the time they are growing up, by the time they grow up, they will be really complete personalities. And then we can say that every girl is a Miss World, every girl is a Miss Universe. They are.